Welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, the cat's out of the bag. Yeah. We had a revelation, and we've been talking to our crew, and everyone's alright with me being Yavin in, well, previous life, it feels like. So let's not get hung up on the title we once had. Let's just move on. Alright, let's move on. Actually, I feel like HK and, yeah, both he and T3 haven't been with us for such a long time. And I need to get some stuff on them, gear them up. So let's take our droids with us today. So, yeah, they need to level up and get geared, so I'll be back when it's done. Right, so we're back. You can put away your weapon, HK. There we go. This is closed again? Hello? So, what's going on here, Suvan? Well, they can't. And you can't just renegotiate whenever you feel like it. I agree with Suvan. So, I think you guys better leave. Yes, if I have to. And before I do that, I will ask you nicely again. Oh, really? They're leaving? Yeah. True, you did. And, yeah, that went a little bit too well, I feel. You got something to trade, do you? Yeah, let's see what you got. Environmental bastions armor? What? Really? Yeah, that's, I would have loved to have some armor. Heavy exoskeleton, 20,000. Oh, I've got the money now. Yeah, let's try that. So, let's see what we can sell. And how's this rating? Dark Jedi. Let's sell. Yeah. Just gonna get rid of everything that's not. Yeah. I know. Heavy combat suit. Alright, so I guess we come back and shop some other time. Yeah. We need to go to Manaan Damn it. I feel like there's an empty space here. Well, it is. It should be... Wrestler should be there, but she's not. So, I guess we go to Manaan. Let's just have a chat with Koth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Never mind.
You got it.
And then I'll go see if Jahan has got something to say.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Would you like to have a chat?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
I'd like to know more about your past.
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Yes, please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Your people were in that region?
KOTOR was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
How did it happen?
They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
So why didn't the Jedi or the Republic help you?
We were not members of the Republic. KOTOR was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
What about your family?
My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
So how did your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
How?
Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Well, yeah, she's had a hard childhood. Cadros, hey, got any more war stories?
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once you had taken charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. You were a genius on the field. You are held in very high regard among my people. You abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others could be too fortified to strike. You made sacrifices in order to advance your goals. Such strategies had never been enough to best us before. In the end, you proved too much for us.
But what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back. It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, you, that the Republic prevailed. Your strategies and tactics defeated the best we could send against you. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of your attacks, the tenacity of your defenses, and the subtleties of your plans. You fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
So why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And you won. I hold no grudge against you, nor do any of my people. It was the greatest of honors to fight against you, even in defeat. It is even more of an honor to fight beside you now. Had you been born of the Mandalorian clans, surely nothing in this galaxy would have been able to stop us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
No, I'm good.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
So. Yeah, he's got nothing else to talk about.
As you...
How about Jolie? No, I don't think so. Probably
Got
not.
something on your mind, dude?
You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
Nope. Are you always gonna be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice.
True.
At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
Seriously.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find interesting before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
No, I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
So what interest do you have in my future?
Interest? Well, I certainly don't have a vested interest. Call it more idle curiosity. Your destiny is rather unclear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
No, tell me more of what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad.
Nomi? Did she also fall into a shaft and explode?
Nomi, Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have. and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
You're along as some kind of observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refuse to help you when you ask,
No.
How confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
So you mean only old guys chat? Old people? Really? Well, then you're getting younger all the time, aren't you? Because if I'm too young to chat and you don't even want to talk, then I don't know. Wait, wrong way. Actually, since we've only got one more star map, I think we should help Mission's brother. And to do that, we need to go where? Yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know. Yep, that's the one I was looking for. I'm asked to go to Manaan actually. So alright, let's do that first then. I'm gonna have Johanny and let's see, Joey? So we're in huge hangar. Yes, you can actually see, well, it's only sky. Alright, let's move on. Don't know what's here, so guess we'll find out. Docking Bay 26C, was it? I think so.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many ways to fulfill your wish.
Huh.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It's okay.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Why did the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
So they've got the Kolto, right? Tell me about Auto City.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
So why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
No. I think I'm good. I'll be going.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay,
sure.
Master Jedi.
Uh-huh. Yeah. East, north. East, north. No. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yikukuno no ba mulira chikun.
You mean Malak?
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek.
So how do you know that?
Ta kumjus tak miki grabel moko. Kachichu ita botunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru.
You're with the exchange.
Ke puna. Bunanai tatu simba mulera tawana. Toh I gratulo da pograshi oniu komba jintomo mutuba. Tonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba.
So, get to the point. How do you know my identity?
Tag bis tu ponko kokibak pa nu
Really?
prata. Donkos kuyami jus chikata na patoga ya fulki kokogala chichi. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora.
Sources? What sources?
Shagji locha wana wama. Gababolpa mulji
Right,
gamuna.
I guess
Kinchun
not.
shishine. Manaman atota. Hakiju krata bola shui tungang haitwam chichi lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachikun ita haldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachi.
No, I'm not gonna do any other sorts. I'm not in this for revenge.
Chi gratulo da pograshi oniu kompa chintomo mutuba. Loda dita kun.
How?
Ita patong abog sha umninang. Wanga kumbi.
So you're a salesman? So, or are you gonna give the items to me?
Kama dumpa ku palia mukapata. Bunana chaku.
Really? As I said, you're a seller.
Tolpa da pongwale ganduna gugu chuchut. Kama dum ku peliobot.
Well, maybe I'll check it out.
Witam boragantong. Mulira siyang turo tong abog sha umninang.
Right. You're not helping me with victory, silly man. But oh well. Oh no, another language to listen to. Yeah, I'm gonna... You're just a seller. I'm not interested in talking with you. I want to see what you're selling. So let's see. He's got thermal detonators. Well, I can't see anything very out of the ordinary. Actually, yeah, I can understand someone watching this being annoyed about all the non-basic speakers. It's yeah, let's see what's here. There's another private hangar, sixth hangar. Can we go in there? Just want to see if there's any Sith around. Cameras deactivated? How interesting. That's But there's a Sith soldier, another one. There's nothing else. No, wait a second. Nothing else going on there, so. Well, yeah, about well, sort of language barrier here. I totally get it. It's been on Kashyyyk. It's been on most every place we go. There's someone not speaking basic, as it is called. And it gets to a point where it's just noise. So I wish they could have had those alien races speak either more English or basic, or with shorter sentences, because with the rhythm of their language and the text, they're not done talking until, well, I could have read the subtitles 4 times before they're done talking, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. They could have shortened it a whole lot, and I wouldn't know if they said I can't or I can't not. Would you? So yeah, just saying, they could have shortened it. So I totally get the frustration for some people. I'm annoyed at it sometimes myself. And on Manaan, we're gonna meet a lot. Almost everyone we speak to here is gonna be talking Selkath, and I'm gonna skip a lot of the noises. When I've read the subtitles, I'm gonna skip to the next, so hopefully that's gonna end the conversation a bit quicker. Don't worry, I'll follow the rules. Right? Here's the docking fee. If I leave, I have to pay the docking fee once again. Well, okay. That's like when you park your car in a city. It's reasonable. Unless you have the ticket with you and you come back while it's still paid for, I guess. So, let's go check out this area. I like it. It's, well, I need to say something out of character again. And that's that this area is one of my favorites in Star Wars The Old Republic, because they managed to almost copy this, the original, when they added it to their MMO. Of course, there's a lot of stuff inside here that's not on in this game, but the feeling of being on the same planet, the same city, is definitely there. You've got these pools with the walls of water and the view and these, well, I don't know, you want to call them fences or what. There's so much the same. And even though this is it's an old game, they've kept it mostly like this in the MMO. And I really like that they kept it like this. So, yeah, I just had to say it. It's just one of my favorite moments when I loaded up and got to Manaan. In that, it's what is it? A couple hundred years later than this. I remember loading up this game for the first time, or coming to Manaan for the first time, and I was in awe over the water here. I don't remember how good it looked on my screen back then, but I mean, I can't tell you how the graphic was compared to this, but my memories of it is that it looked exactly like this. And that's not bad for an old game, I think. But actually, I'm gonna end this episode here. It's been a lot of talking, very little action, but that's how this game is sometimes. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.